So, is Spider-Man 2099 the breakout surprise character of the summer? The heroes in his original story are all the people that are fighting back against the corporations, like Casey, for example. She happens to be one of Spidey's biggest boosters, and that's not the only one. I think it's so interesting in the middle of all of these battles that the supporting cast is starting to develop as well. Terrific art by Rick Leonardi, who you should definitely get to commission something for you. And don't just enjoy this stuff for free. So that other fan I mentioned, it's Gabriel's mother, right? She doesn't have a lot to do or say about Gabriel. But you see, here's a real idea of a hero for her son. And she would like for him to be more like this example. So that kind of hero worship is very popular among the people of Nueva New York because of the enemies that Spider-Man has made, like Alchemix and Stark Fujikawa. These are organizations that have most of the power. Now, Miguel is trying to reveal his secret identity to his mom, and she doesn't even turn around to see his fangs or his talons, all of which would make dating really kind of rough when you think about it. But anyway, so that's a really great joke. It's like he has to think about this for a little bit. It's like, why do people like his mom and Casey admire this Spider-Man so? What does it mean to champion the people who have no voice there? And if you were to say, with great power there must also come great responsibility, you would not be the first. Anyway, very enjoyable first storyline for Spider-Man 2099. That was a successful line, actually, and it was just the comics implosion later in '96 that really derailed things. You had Hulk 2099, which was my favorite of the derivatives that I saw. We've got the Punisher 2099. We had variations on the X-Men and Doctor Doom and an original character by Stan Lee. So, DC had alternative universes for a long time, and here was Marvel emerging with some of their own ideas in the early 90s. Variations on characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Incredible Hulk. So that 30th anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man to kick off the Chromium Age turned out to be a very special thing indeed, because now we have this character that I think will be around for quite a while and is a big trend. Thank you for joining me at Creating Marvels. Now next week we're going to shift gears and start talking Sherlock Holmes with horror author David Kemp. I've talked to him before on the old podcast, and I read his awesome book. They laughed at me. He has Here There Be No Tigers out, and there is nothing to fear with Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty. That's coming up next time. See you then.